So, Brampton City Councilor Rowena Santos is here to talk about something that will be announced at a press conference in the next few minutes, but it's all about municipalities standing up against Donald Trump's tariffs, in particular her municipality, Brampton. Good morning, Rowena. It's nice to have you.
Good morning, John. Great to be back.
Okay, so we've talked about this issue a couple of times and your initiative, but let's drive the point home once again. The idea is that the fight against the tariffs has to be happening on all three levels of government.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is a Team Canada approach. It's not just the provincial and federal governments who need to step up here. It's also the local governments, city councils and mayors who need to fight for our local economies. Let's face it, when a plant shuts down or slows down in our city or town, it's the local economies and jobs that will feel it the most. And so gathering all of the municipalities and pushing and taking a lead, like I've been pushing this, regardless of whether or not people thought Donald Trump was joking before the holidays about all of this. He's the president and he needs to be taken seriously. Should be no surprise that this is happening. And so municipalities now need to take that Team Canada approach, unite, work with the provincial, federal governments, and do things what we can at the municipal level.
Okay, the fight up until very recently was to try and persuade Donald Trump not to apply the tariffs. Now it appears that he will. So, what's the strategy now?
Well, we're having a press conference with Mayor Patrick Brown this morning at 9 a.m. to talk about some of the things that municipalities, particularly City of Brampton, which is now the second largest in the GTHA, third largest in the province of Ontario, what we can actually do as municipalities. So on the advocacy side, we should be supporting the federal government on reciprocal tariffs to the United States. We're also going to be talking about other tools to advocate to the federal government, advocating for looking at other markets for businesses here in Brampton and across the country, how the federal government can provide perhaps some shipping costs to other markets outside of the USA to kind of help build and strengthen the existing markets outside, like in Europe or South America, for example. And then finally, one thing we're doing different here in the city of Brampton is the city-to-city approach. So while it might be difficult for mayors and councillors to get the ear of Washington, D.C., we know that regardless of what side of the border, these local jobs in Tennessee, Jack Daniel's Distillery, or the CN Intermodal Hub in Tennessee, where the CN Rail drops off product, we know that those local economies, mayors, councillors will feel the same thing that we do. So let's have very reasonable conversations with them and those businesses as to what we can do together, irrespective of what Donald Trump is going to do.
Thanks for this. Good luck.
Thanks so much, John.
Rowena Santos is a Brampton City Councilor, and that press conference is taking place this morning at 9 a.m.